here, welcome back to Making Everyday Magic. My name is Shanna. We are a homeschooling family of 4 who just wrapped our 5th year of homeschooling, and I am so excited. There are people who are choosing to homeschool, even now. Guys, before we go any further, please scroll down, hit that big red subscribe button, turn on the bell for notifications, and give this video a thumbs up. This is gonna be a little bit of a two-parter in the sense of like, I'm gonna talk about stuff here, but then I have another video that is like addressing questions. It's a little hard to explain. So there are so many people who are currently, and I genuinely feel like this is a big shock to me. I don't know if I expected, almost like the economy, right? Like there was like a big jump in spending. So like a big jump in people like, yes, we're gonna homeschool. And so I fully expected like after the world, got a little normal again, that there was gonna be essentially a recession, right? And everybody was gonna go back to public school. But guys, we're getting more friends. There are people who held out on this entire thing. And I don't know if it is proximity to people who chose to homeschool. I don't know if it is, all the great press that homeschooling is getting. I do not know. But 2 years ago, they decided not to homeschool. And now I am seeing tons and tons and tons of people who are saying, now is my time. Where do I start? Now, where do I start? That's those questions, the common questions I'm seeing now. That's going to be another video soon, either right before this or right after this. So that's going to be another video. This is about maybe dispelling some of your fears about coming to homeschooling. And it may be, there's been a lot of situations. I don't know if I can say that on YouTube. There's been a lot of situations in schools, you guys know what I'm talking about, that ended very, very, very badly. There was one just recently here in Texas, tragically terrible, absolutely terrible. And I don't know if that is maybe funneling more of this. I don't know what it is that is funneling right now. I could have told you 2 years ago, obviously, this is why people are choosing this way of life. I don't know what the reason is here. So if you are somebody who is choosing now to homeschool, will you please reach out? You don't have to tell me publicly. You could DM me over on Instagram or down in the comments. Will you tell me, why are you choosing it now? Like, why didn't you choose it 2 years ago? Why now? I love this. I love that there's people who are choosing it now, because that means that they are not choosing it from a place of like pressure or necessity or fear. It means they're choosing it the same reasons I chose it, because it was the best decision for our family, and not because the other things were a worse decision, if that makes sense. Like, not because it was just the best looking apple in the bunch, but because it is genuinely the place we want to be, the way we want to go, how we want our family to run, and how we want our girls to be educated. So I'm very, very, very excited that people are coming here. I just genuinely am a little confused, but I just want to give you I alleviate a little of your stress. As somebody who's done this willfully, which is insane, for 5 years now, 5 full years, 2 years with 2 kids. As somebody who intentionally chose this way of life, has no experience as a parent of a public schooler at all, I just want to remind you that you don't have to have all of the answers. Now, if you ever watch a motivational YouTube video, or you ever read a motivational book, if you ever look at a quote on Pinterest, you will see there's this huge thing where it basically, Nike slogan, just do it. You cannot be prepared for everything, and you do not have to be, okay? You don't need to worry about high school if you're starting in kindergarten, okay? You do not need to worry about college if your kid is in 2nd grade. I know that we've been so trained to think about these things. And again, in my other video, I'm gonna give you actual answers to some of this, but this is just a reassurance maybe that you do not have to have every single answer to start, right? So the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. This is your single step. And I'm super glad that you've come here, and I'm super glad that you found us, and there are resources everywhere. But if you're trying to gather all of the knowledge you might ever need between now and August 1 when you're planning to start, you don't need to do that. You also, guys, you don't have to start with a full day curriculum. You do not need to start the very first day of your first homeschooling year knowing every single subject that you're going to use for that year. You do not have to have everything purchased. You genuinely can pick one and say, I know I want to use this for math. I'm still looking at the rest. Start with math. Just start. It's true. It's true. You do not have to be the Sherpa crazy lady who has all the information already packed away before you start. If you wait, just like with parenthood, just like with everything else, if you wait until you are fully prepared for the absolute total task at hand, you will never start. You won't. So I hope that if you have found this, that I can be of some service to you. I can tell you that the community that is being built here around homeschooling, I will tell you our specialties tend to be secular, but not everybody here is secular, and not every homeschool mom, most homeschool moms on YouTube are not secular. So find somebody who you feel like you can make a little bit of that connection with, and then find 3 more people, okay? Because there's a lot of wealth, especially around homeschooling here on YouTube now. Again, it does not have to be secular, but I hope that you are finding a community, even if it's a virtual community, even if you and I never exchange words. There are people here who are sharing, and I know that I have found an absolute wealth of information from the people who do scroll down to my comments, who do send me a DM over on Instagram. It has helped me as a homeschool mom because, well, yes, I come here and I talk to you through this screen, but at the end of the day, I'm still just a mom trying to do my best, just like you are. So I hope that you find something here. I hope that I can be a resource for you. If not, if you don't like my tone, go find someone else. There's a lot of people here. There's gonna be somebody that you can resonate with. But just remember, you don't have to know it all. You don't have to start with everything you could possibly need in your pocket. You have plenty of time. Start small, okay? You don't have to stress about the unknown, and you don't have to stress about what's upcoming. I remember I had no idea what middle school or high school would look like, but as I'm getting closer to it, I have a pretty good idea of what middle school and high school can look like. So, guys, I hope that you found this helpful, entertaining, or informative. Please scroll down and hit that big red subscribe button. Turn on the bell for notifications. Give this video a thumbs up. While you are down there, either leave a comment, introduce yourself to the group. I promise, people here are nice, they are sweet, they are kind, they are wonderful, and everybody here seems to know way more about stuff than I do. People will talk about scope and sequence and like the nitty-gritty, and there are some wonderful moms, secular and non-secular, sharing things here on YouTube. You can find what you need. Give it a little look around, but don't hesitate to reach out. So welcome. I'm so proud of you for deciding that now is the time for you. I'm so proud of you for deciding that homeschooling is the answer for you, for your child, for your family. Welcome. I hope that you feel embraced with a warm hug, because that is my goal here. So scroll on down, hit the big red subscribe button, turn on the bell for notifications, give this video a thumbs up, right on down to the comments or over on Instagram at Making Everyday Magic. Best of luck, guys.